So here we are in sunny Sarajevo. As per the instructions of the Airbnb that I'm staying in, I need to go and use the public transport. I need to figure that out. I'm bad enough at all that type of stuff in the UK as it is. So we're going to have a hard time, to be fair, and it's going to be very stressful. We've made it to the bus stop. Unfortunately, as you can see, as you can probably see, we've just missed, where is it? This one, which is quite annoying, so we're going to have to wait for this one. Current time is what time is it? It's 10 to 12, so we have 40 minutes to wait. So yeah, might head back into... Oh no, you can't re-enter once you've left, can you? Oh no, I'm sure I could. So might head back into the airport, to be honest. Get some food or something warm, like a coffee to sit here and stand with, because otherwise it's going to be a bit morbid, isn't it? Just standing there in the bloody cold for 40 minutes. Righto. We've secured the first coffee of the trip. First of tens, potentially hundreds. I want to turn this into a thing, little coffee reviews. I was just deep in it to think that, so first, second, 2 days ago, I was a barista. Then I quit, and now I'm in Bosnia and Herzegovina, drinking a coffee on a bench outside a car rental place. It's alright, yeah, sound days. Can't knock it. Yeah, that's a coffee review. I'm on the move. On the road, in the mountains, in the middle of Sarajevo. So, I've dropped all my stuff at my host, Alicia's house. He is a lovely, lovely man, funny guy. I messaged him a few days ago asking if I kind of had permission to film with him and stuff like that, and he gave me a very vague response. So until I've warmed up and he's warmed up a bit, I'm not going to go there because he's a bit of a stern fella. So we're gonna leave that. We're gonna leave my time in that house private for now. Regardless, it's very cozy, very nice little place, and apparently there's a few other people coming to stay over the next few days, so I'll get to make some friends, which will be great. Anywho, the reason I'm walking into the city now is obviously a bit of adventure, but more so I have a meeting with a travel company who do like tours through Bosnia. So they start in Sarajevo and then they move on to places like Mostar. If you know, you know, it's like a pretty famous city in Bosnia. Basically they just go around all the attractions with tourists. And I have a meeting with them just because I'm going to be doing some work with them while I'm here, and I wanted to set something up so we can just really talk about the P's and Q's and like what days and what exactly, and so we can kind of just see what's going on, basically. How about that for a view? Actually, no, never mind, it doesn't really do it justice on here. It's a very steep decline all the way down. I cannot wait to walk back up this later. You know you're buggered when you're walking like this. Things in that meeting went really well, actually. So I'm doing some kind of cross Bosnia tours on the 4th and the 5th, which is cool. So that's going to keep me plenty busy because they're like all-day tours. Well, I say cross Bosnia, it's actually across Herzegovina. So if you don't know, Bosnia and Herzegovina are kind of two different provenances, let's say. That's why they call it Bosnia and Herzegovina, right? So currently I'm in Bosnia, right, in Sarajevo, but Herzegovina is where Mostar is. It's where places like, I think it's pronounced JC, are, and basically the climate there is a lot more Mediterranean, a bit nicer, a bit less cold apparently, so I'm excited for that. Even though here, over the next few days, the weather's supposed to be getting banging, so I'm very excited for that. See what happens. Now, guess who's got another meeting? It's Mr. Worldwide over here. So I'm meeting up with another tour company, compadre. So then we can plan some dates for some videos I'm doing for them, and yeah, keeping me busy, man. Keeping me on my toes, like. I've been sent here per the recommendation of the lovely man I was just in a meeting with, Kenan, traditional Bosnian restaurant. And to be honest, bro, I have not eaten all day, well, since breakfast in Milan, not eaten since Italy, right? So I'm fucking up this table bread right now with some vinegar and olive oil. So, per the recommendation of the lovely lady who works here, I got this. Boom. It is veal, which I've just found out is a baby cow. So I don't feel great about that, but I'm sure it's going to taste really good. So let's get into it. Actually, let's go. This is becoming a mukbang now. Bit of ASMR for you. I've saved my table bread for this moment because, bro, what is better than bread and stew? You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, this is so tender. Oh shit. Oh my. Bro. This is different. This is actually different. This is so delicious. Holy shit. I got told this was the best Bosnian food in Sarajevo. Truth. I've not been anywhere else, but I just know this is the place to be. Holy shit. That is delicious. That is beyond delicious. It's like your normal stew, but it's like, you know, melt in your mouth, tackle, so like fatty and rich. Oh my god. Hot though. Let me try the potatoes. These balls of potato. Mate. Yeah, I could get used to this, you know. Moving to Bosnia now. Fucking hell. Different gravy. So, it is amazing. Honestly. Wow. Wow. I'll save you the eating noises and the ASMR. Fact is, this is a place to be. Banging. Got a belly full of beefy stew. I was literally, I don't think I've not been that full in a while. My belly's bloody shrank. I'm not the same level I used to be. I'm not the same glutton I used to be. Anywho, yeah, walking back to Allegia's place now, and that concludes our day. day one in Bosnia is wrapped, because I'm just going to go back now, chill out. Now I've got a good idea of the itinerary I'm working with over the next week or so. It's stacked. It is a big project every day, and I don't like going into things like that completely blind. So I'm going to plan at least roughly what I'm going to do each day for the video shoots, and get to it. So yeah, day one, mate, in the books. I slept like 11 hours. I went to bed at like 8 o'clock. Woke up at 7. Does that line up? Is that 11 hours? Yeah, let's say that. Regardless, I'm feeling well rested and refreshed. And I'm just on my way now to the shop. My first Bosnian shopping experience. There's one just down the road from where I'm staying, which is very lucky. So we're gonna go there, see what's given, buy some food, mate, buy some breakfast to cook up, just some general supplies and the like. I have a fun story actually. So basically, last night, woke up at like 2 in the morning, needed a cup of water. I was bloody, I was thirsting, and I didn't know that Elijah, whose house I'm staying in, had a cat. I didn't know. I knew he had a dog, but I didn't know he had a cat. And respectfully to this cat, it's quite rotund. Like, it's not right. I'm not going to say it's a fat cat. It's not a fat cat. It's a rotund cat. It's a weight-bearing cat. And what happened is, so I was tiptoeing my way downstairs to get a cup of water, and from behind me, this rotund cat just like sprints down the stairs, like boof, 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 boof. I absolutely shat myself. It was a very scary experience for me, and very funny though. Yeah, because I don't know what I thought, to be honest. I thought I was getting fucking ran up on. But no. Cat's chill as hell anyway. We're homies now. So, the shopping trip is done. Completimo. Got my bag here. Full of stuff. So, naturally, when you're in a foreign country, in the supermarket, you don't really have a clue what you're looking for. It's all very different. So I've gone with what I know: bread, eggs, some juice, and some butter. You cannot go wrong with that. Which took me to about, I think, 13 Bosnian marks, which is around about £6. Not bad at all, because suffice to say, if you'd done that same shop in England, I reckon it probably would have been about £13. So, for £6, 13 Bosnian marks, you can't complain. Not bad. What I can complain about though, is now the fact that I have to walk back up this absolute mountain. It's keeping me fit, I'll tell you that. Jesus Christ, though. It's such a, I don't know if the camera does it any justice, but it's such a bloody steep incline for so long. But anyway, I need to stop crying about it. Crack on. Elijah has very kindly dropped me into town. Well, not quite into town. It's more about a 20-minute walk down a river from a city centre. But he said it'd be nice to see the sights and walk across the river. It's a nice walk. So, what am I doing today? Busy boy. I'm doing a video in the centre of town for a place called Pexar. It is a restaurant, and I'm probably going to be there all day. I think I said I'll be with them in like the late morning, so probably about 11 I'll get there, and God knows when I'll end up leaving. So I want to get a few videos done for them. That'll be some good fun. But for now, what is my priority? Getting a bloody coffee is my priority. Had one up at Alicia's Grotto, but I need more. Can't lie. You know when you sleep too much and you're still really tired? That's where I'm at. Like, even there's just no pleasing me, to be honest. See, if I don't sleep enough, I'm tired. Sleep too much, I'm tired. But as mentioned, there's only one way to fix that. I'm in the old town now, which is what you'd probably see if you Google Sarajevo. You're going to see all the pictures of the old town, all the nice little cafes and the like. It's a lovely, lovely place. Very Turkish, dare I say it. That's what it reminds me of. Anyway, got me coffee, little toast test. It's still molten, but tastes good from what I got there. So, the place I'm doing a video is, oh god, it's only a few minutes walk away, which is nice. So I'm going to polish this coffee off and then get Bob's your uncle, do the job, and try and figure out some type of adventure to have after. Because I don't know what I'm doing later, but I'd like to be doing something, so we shall see. Quite a funny story actually. Yesterday, I finally tried some Bosnian coffee, right? Unfortunately, didn't get it on video because it would have been very funny. Because what happened was, I'll just take a seat, grew out the pew. Basically, what happened, get me Bosnian coffee. If you don't know, it's basically like, it's in like a little pot with like a little handle. That's what it's called. A little handle on the side, and you pick it up by the handle and you pour it into your little metal cup. It's like Turkish coffee if you've ever had it. Anywho, I received my Bosnian coffee, and there was like this cube in it. So I thought, oh, they've put like it was a big cube, so I should have known. But I thought it was just like a sugary cube which you were supposed to have in there and like stir it in as kind of like etiquette. I don't know what I was thinking, man. Regardless, I poured my coffee on top of it, and I'm sat stirring it. Nothing's happening to it. It's not dissolving or anything. And I say to the guy I was with, Kenan, mate, what is this? Like, what is it? Sugar? And he said, no, it's Turkish delight. Yeah, so I'd been like stirring this Turkish delight into my coffee. And so now obviously I fished it out, ate it. It tasted good actually, even with the coffee kind of insoggenated into it. I thought it was still pretty good. Admittedly, the whole Bosnian coffee experience wasn't as pleasant when you kind of get to the bottom and you get all like the coffee grounds, which are all like glupulated at the bottom. That's not as nice, but it is still pretty yummy. Alright, so I'm here in Pexar. The video in question. Work in progress, but I have some cavapi, which looks very, very nice. I'm very excited to eat. And I have a very kind man, Dennis, who has been helping me with my cavapi adventure. Oh, okay. No, I'm about to try it for the first time. You wanna see me try it? You want be? Yeah. Come on.
Just enjoy, my friend.
Okay.
Tell me true, indeed.
I'll tell you.
Satisfied.
I will tell you the truth.
You eat correctly, huh?
Mm.
Exactly like this. I didn't tell you how you must eat, but you'll find a way, huh? Congratulations.
I know.
You can eat also with fork and knife, some pieces, but it's nice also with hand.
Okay. This cavapi is banging. Right, so basically, yeah, I'm here today to film a video. They were very insistent on me getting some food, and when in Rome, do as the Romans ask. So we're eating some cavapi, which is a traditional Bosnian scran, right? And it's like a skinless sausage, so it's kind of like kebab almost. So it's made out of veal, which is cow, if you don't know, and it's served with a little fresh bread, okay, and some homemade cheese, and like yogurt sauce underneath, and then with like onions and all that jazz on the side. Yeah, they were very insistent on me getting some food, even though I only ate like 2 hours ago, but I'm never going to say no to that. So, as far as the video goes, it's a work in progress. I wouldn't say I made the mistake, but I pre-planned it quite a lot. Like before I came out, I figured out what I wanted to do for here, and that doesn't quite line up with what they imagined, which is fine. Well, it's so nice. But yeah, it's definitely de-evolved. I don't know what's going on, but I'm eating kebab, so chilling. Alright, so I'm stood here next to a bridge, and I've been over this bridge a few times over yesterday and today, and I may have even thought to myself at a few points, what a lovely bridge. It is nice. It's called Latin Bridge. Now, what I've been informed today is that there is actually a very, 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 very significant bit of history behind this bridge. Let me explain. Now, I'm no historian, so I'll do this in layman's terms, right? I'll do this in my own special, uneducated way. I'm stood here next to the plaque which details the events, which is pretty easy for me because it's done the research for me. But essentially, what happened is the Don of Austria in 1914, Franz Ferdinand, was on this very bridge, this Latin bridge, to which he was shot and killed by a man named Gavrilo Princip. Not very nice of Gavrilo. But what did this do? Obviously, any assassination in history has its importance. But what happened after that is a cascading series of events which actually set off World War I. So there's your history lesson World War I started on this very bridge, pretty much. Now, while Bosnia was part of Yugoslavia, the Don in charge of Yugoslavia renamed the bridge from Latin Bridge to Princip Bridge, which is a little bit sly, if you ask me, because naming the bridge after the guy who killed someone on that bridge is a little bit funny, if you ask me. A little bit sly, a bit snide. But anyway, there's your quick history lesson. I cannot believe I thought it was like some normal bridge, just some like touristy bridge. Could I be more wrong? Probably not. Let me show you it now in all of its glory. There you have it, folks. Latin Bridge. Oh, also it was renamed back to Latin Bridge after Yugoslavia fell apart. Now, I've been recommended a few places to go by the lovely the lovely pickles of Pexan. Right? They've recommended me this place, which I'm going to now. I believe it's a city hall, so I'm very excited to go in there. Might learn some history. Let's go. Hey, you lot. We are at this big gaff, the Sarajevo City Hall. Now, instead of calling it that, like I probably just should probably stay in my lane and call it that, I'm going to try and pronounce it how the cool kids around here are saying it, which is, we are standing in front of the Vijećništvo. The Vijećništvo. I thought that was quite good, actually. Anyway, we're going to go inside, see what's given, and see if we can learn something. Yeah, it looks pretty important. I don't feel like I should be talking in here. The fucking scale of this place is obscene. I feel like I was about to say I feel small, but I always feel small. I am, but I feel smallest I felt in a while. Holy shit. Okay, let's try and learn about this place. Wow. What is it called? The Vijećništvo. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Whew. Now, admittedly, I love going to places like this, like cathedrals and like, obviously this is a city hall, but in terms of like the architecture, not to sound like a performative bellend, but I find it like quite inspiring just to look at like all this around and kind of realise that someone conjured this up. Well, usually not just one person, but multiple people made this. You know, they thought of this and they created that, which is crazy. So if you want to talk about creativity, you want to talk about bloody architects and the visionaries behind shit like this, because who thinks of half this stuff? Like, I don't, to me anyway, that's just crazy. Anyway, we proceed. What I'm looking for is like, oh, I found it. I was about to say, I'm looking for like some type of plaque which is going to tell me some stuff. And I think I found one. Hopefully I'm not being too quiet. Hopefully you can hear me, but I just feel like I should be. We have a little ballroom, which is yeah, it's alright. Which is a sick view, straight out into Sarajevo. Imagine, I don't know, picture this, you know, you wake up in your bed through there or something, right? Fucking 5 mistresses laying with you. You come walking out, you make your morning coffee. Someone makes it for you probably, if you're living here, do you know what I'm saying? You come out, you open there, out on that balcony, drinking your coffee. Job's a good one, mate. Bob's your uncle. Margaret's your auntie, whatever. But anyway, yeah, sick. Now, I bought a 10 mark ticket for here. It cost me 10 marks, which is about £3 in the UK. So that's obviously, it's cheap. But best believe I'm getting my money's worth, alright? I'm going to be here for a while. Right, so we have some people of importance. Let's read about them from the start. Oh, I believe, yeah, oh god, yeah, this is definitely the start. These guys are old as hell. Okay, right. So, okay, it's a bad start. It's all in Bosnian, so you know that's not my dialect, unfortunately. As much as some Bosnians probably do speak better English than I do, unfortunately, that's not going to be easy one to translate. But cool, nevertheless. I'm assuming that these people have all been involved in the political scene in Sarajevo. I think that's a pretty safe guess to make. Oh, and there's a chair here. Luckily, it's quiet in here. I feel like I should be taking some pictures as well. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I get to spy on some people. I hope you understand how much I want to do the Scooby-Doo laugh right now in there. I feel that in my bones. Alright, anyway, we're gonna keep moving. Through to... This is a memorial room to a man named Franz and a lady named Sophie. Oh, and we get to read about it. Okay, so I'm not ignorant here. There we go. So, oh shit. Franz Ferdinand. Oh, yeah. No, okay. Fair enough. Obviously, if you've been listening, that's the guy who got shot on the Latin Bridge. He was the Archduke of Austria, and he's the guy who got assassinated and started World War One. Okay. Right, the memorial makes sense. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the future heir to Austro-Hungarian throne, was happily married to Sophia Chotek. But their love was tragic from the beginning. Born into a Czech family of lower nobility, she was working as lady-in-waiting to the Archduchess Isabella. Okay, I'm not sure what a lady-in-waiting is, but she was working for Duchess Isabella when Franz first laid eyes on her. Emperor Franz Joseph was great... Fuck it, I'm dyslexic, you gotta allow this. Emperor Franz Joseph, with great difficulty, allowed him to marry Sophia. Under the humiliating conditions, Sophia could not become queen, nor be in public next to her husband when he was acting on behalf of the empire. That is tight as fuck. So, the dad was a bit of a tosser. Okay, we are getting there. This is like very This is gripping. Okay. Their children had no right to be. Their children had no right to the throne, and she was threatened
Oh no. And she was treated as a lower class being at court. Despite the scorn, the couple lived an idyllic, happy life with their 3 children. Arriving in Sarajevo had special significance for Franz Ferdinand. The Archduke arrived in Sarajevo to the visit of the monarchy and attend. The Archduke arrives in Sarajevo to visit the monarchy and attend military exercises in the city surrounding. More than anything, the romantic Franz wanted to celebrate the 14-year marriage with his wife Sophia in Sarajevo. So it was like a honeymoon, not honeymoon, it's just like an anniversary thing, which he disguised as it was for work, but it wasn't. It was a rare opportunity for them to ride together in a car and an opportunity for Sophia to be an equal. Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife Sophia Chotek became the main target of the secret organisation, the Black Hand. They were killed by Gavrilo Princip on the 28th of June in 1914, just a few hundred metres away from the City Hall, down there at the Latin Bridge. The assassination ignited the spark of the First World War, whose first of more than 15 million victims were precisely Franz and Sophia. Where we are dead ass in the City Council Hall, the meeting room where they hold all their council stuff, and best believe, right, if this rope was not stopping me, I would be up there and I would be on here and I'd probably be conducting some type of trial. We are advancing to the 3rd floor. Okay. Right, now admittedly, I'm a little bit perplexed by this, but I'll just show you. What is my mate doing? Are you okay up there, mate? Okay, well, let's. I think there's. Oh no, never mind. This is just an art exhibition by a man named Enrico Comi, who was from Milan, I believe. Well, that is disturbing. Scared the shit out of me. I thought, my dumbass has only just realised that this entire room is an art exhibition. So, there's that. Because I was sat here looking at this, and I thought, rock. I don't know what this is. Franz West created this. Paper mache ball? I don't know. There's no description of what it is. So, because respectfully to Franz, not Franz Ferdinand, respectfully to Franz West, to appreciate, if you were ever going to appreciate something like that, I feel like you need to know why it exists. Like, if there's a significance behind that, because respectfully to the fella, just on its own, it doesn't speak volumes. This is cool though, I like this. Mushrooms. Okay. I can't show this. I'm not going to be allowed to show this. But I'm currently looking at boobies. I can't show that on YouTube. That is full frontal nudity. Anywho, we are continuing up the stairs to the rest of this art exhibition. we have this, which I like. So look, it's got good symmetry to it, this image. I like symmetrical things, just please me. They do. We've got, okay, now I fuck with this. Gonzo from the Muppets. Speaks for itself. Sick. Oh, this one's actually really cool. It's a guy physically reenacting the Soviet hammer and sickle. With a hammer and a sickle. But, you know, a legitimate physical representation. We've got, oh goodness. Now, what I'm about to say is, there's one person I know is watching this video who this might upset. This is a special shout out to my dear friend Nathan Wissing, right? Love this guy. He's a big history nerd, and I believe he taught me about this moment which I'm looking at, right? So, I need to try and not butcher this, but my understanding, if I remember this correctly, it has a lot to do with the Soviet Union, obviously. That's your boy Churchill. That is the guy. He, oh, the bad guy, the communist guy, regardless, I forget what that guy was. But, I need to Google this, bear with me. What this guy's name was. Oh, it's fucking Stalin. Right, so, back to it. We got Churchill, we got Stalin, and there's this guy. I don't know what this guy's name is. It evades me. But I know the three of them met up at the function to strike some type of deal. And that's as good as I've got, ladies and gents. So, bit of historical goodness for you there. Nathan, mate, if you'd like to comment the story behind that, feel free, mate. Educate the people, because I can't. This is an amalgamation of tables and chairs. This is yet the same. Love pictures like this. Such old pictures. Very cool. Of a library, I believe. Yeah, a library for workers. We have the penthouse suite view of this amazing building. Hold your breath, kids. This next exhibit here is genuinely very, well, distressing and haunting would be a good word, because it's basically I don't know whether it is a representation or these are the legitimate shoes of the people, but in these, there's 3 boats, 1, 2, and then behind there is a third. In these 3 boats, there is over 11,000 pairs of shoes. In Sarajevo, over 11,000 innocent civilians were killed. And I do want to show this because historically this is very, very significant, and I don't want to pretend like it didn't happen. You know, I'm here in Bosnia, I'm here in Sarajevo, and the truth is, the reality is that terrifyingly recently there was a huge genocide here. Anyway, moving on to a bit I haven't covered, actually, which is the basement. Let's see what the basement is giving. It was very bright. Okay. Oh wow. God, I'm happy I didn't miss this. Okay, this is very cool. All of it's in Bosnian now. My only criticism of this place is that some of the plaques have English translations, some of them don't. So it's some's Bosnian, some's English, some's as well. Oh, you're right. Okay, no, this is English. Spoke too soon. Anyway, so this was in 2014, a little orchestra to celebrate the reconstruction of this place 14 years after the reconstruction. So it was like an anniversary thing, because obviously this place was destroyed during the war, and then they put it back up because they were ballers. This bit's going to be very loud because of the music, so I might have to get my mic out so you can actually hear me. Hi. Right, okay guys. It's very dramatic. Here we are. So I need to piece together what has happened here. Hopefully I can find the place that's going to tell me that, because there are some pretty interesting bits of like visual storytelling dotted around. So we're going to try and figure out what's going on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think this is going to give us the right information that we need. Let me attach my microphone, and we shall read. Obviously, apologies in advance because I'm borderline illiterate. So, the Sarajevo City Town Hall, that is the building that housed the National and University Library of Bosnia and Herzegovina, was hit in the night between the 25th and the 26th of August 1992. Artillery fire with destructive and incendiary projectiles caused severe direct damages, but what was far more terrible is it caused a fire of immense proportions that destroyed over 70% of the National Library's holdings. The edifice itself was not spared in the fire. I'm not sure what that means. The extreme temperatures developed inside of Sarajevo City Town Hall that no material used in its construction could withstand, although later insights revealed that the holdings of the library fared better than what was initially thought. Numerous manuscripts of the cartographic collection and the musical score holding the collection, postcards and graphics, as well as numerous other documents of exceptional importance for the culture, were lost. So that makes sense as to all of the fire representation like this. Which is the... Oh, no way. Okay, interesting. So these are actually the original doors to the library. So somehow, in all of this, what was saved were the doors to the library. And these are the original ones here. Very interesting. and this is what the place was looking like after it all happened. Alright, we've teleported out of the museum, City Hall, teleported out of City Hall onto a bench in the park with some peach juice. Well, my understanding, Breskava. I think it's a peach juice. Because I'm locking in, I'm giving myself some second wind right now with this peach juice, because, can't lie, I feel like absolute arse. I do not feel good. Before I came out here, I got ill pretty bad, and a few days before, on my first travel day, I was feeling chill, I was feeling really good, but now I am not feeling too hot, to be honest. It's come back almost. I'm just not feeling good, feeling like super fatigued and just like blah. Anyway, I digress. Let me put you between my legs. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely peach juice, that's banging. Alright kids, I'm taking you to school. This is a history channel now. Basically, we are here at the Bashchashia. I'm going to botch all the pronunciation today. So this is a wooden structure which was erected by the Ottoman Emperor. Bear with me. Let me check what this kid's name was. Isabeg Ishakovic. I think that sounds about right. Isabeg Ishakovic erected this Bashchashia. And the reason he did this was to mark a trading hub. So in creating the Bashchashia, he made this area into a ginormous, gigantoplificus trading hub, where it still remains like that to this day, as you can see. All the shops behind me. So essentially, it marks the centre point of all the streets that were created around it. If this makes sense. I feel like I've done a poor job explaining that. Essentially, the guy whacked that up and said, alright, now that this is here, it's going to be the centre point to all these markets and shops, and we're going to build all these streets around it to do that, basically. So they put it in the middle, so you know where you are when you see it. You're ready to trade some goods, buy some shit, get into capitalism. Basically, that's what that indicates. When you see the Bashchashia in like 1500, you knew you're about to spend some money, trade some livestock, do some type of exchange, and then all these beautiful streets here were built because of that, basically. And something I've just learned about the Bashchashia is that the one I just showed you has actually halved in size since its creation. So it used to be a lot bigger, but what happened is in the 1900s, I think it actually might have been the year 1900, it was burnt down, or at least to an extent. It was on fire for a bit, and that became a problem. And then also during the war in the 1990s, they deconstructed a bit of it, took a bit of it down, but obviously now they've fixed it up, made it out to be good and proper, but it's just half the size now, basically, which is, it's alright, still looks nice. Right. We are going to outro this now, outside of what I've decided is a dogging spot. That just makes sense to me, because I'm in the middle of some fucking
empty ass field, right? Just with these derelict buildings behind me. Like, this is quite far off the road. There's nothing else here except these buildings. But yet there is car tracks that run quite deep, straight here, just here. I don't care. I've declared this a dogging spot. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here to, outro this video. These have been my first few days in Sarajevo. And I hope that you've enjoyed, hope you've learnt a little something maybe, or just enjoyed watching me cut about. I will be back with the rest of my days very, very soon. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, so you can keep up with the rest of my time in Bosnia.